Oh,
Notice hereby given of a regular meeting of the district's board of directors be held at 105 Fort Road, Portersville, Texas on November 9th, 2022 at the hour of 5:30 for consideration of the business of the agenda below. This notice is posted at the office of the district November 3rd, 2022 at 3 p.m. in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, not less than 72 hours prior to the time of the said meeting. Item 1, the chairman will call and we will see if we have a quorum. We do. Myself, Mr. Stark, Mr. Donahue. Dave Bowder and Mr. Friedman are not here. They gave notice. And now we will rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Item 2. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we thank you again for all your blessings, Lord, that you have blessed us abundantly. And just ask you to cover us with your shadow of your wings, Lord, and keep us under your protection and your guidance. That we get all the agenda items in place, Lord, get approved, and that we do the best always to continue the district's business. And we thank you again for everything. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
amen.
Vice Prayer. Does the audience have any public comments, board, staff?
Mr. Vice Chairman, I did want to give the board a update on the repair for the water leak under the bridge.
Thank you.
I got this information just this afternoon. We have managed to get a barge. It's a 30-foot by 100-foot barge from Bryan Industries Service for a 2-day period for $11,000. And we're looking at getting a scissor lift that will hold 1,500 pounds, which will be 4 men plus the pipe itself. And that will run about $1,223. It's an estimate that we have at this time of $12,223 plus insurance that we'll need to get for the scissor lift. That'll be on top of the barge. The barge, the owner of the barge will provide the crane to put the scissor lift on the barge itself. And it takes them about an hour to get from where they will be at to the site that we're going to be needing.
Thank you. Do they and while they're on a barge, they're not worried about being up on that scissor lift? There's certain specifications, safety-wise, everybody will adhere to. Yeah.
I believe the barge has stabilizers that go
In the ground.
sink in the ground.
Okay.
And it doesn't move it out.
I know there's specifications in terms of like wind with scissor lifts and all sorts of that stuff. So just want to make sure we don't put guys up there in a dangerous situation.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm sure our safety officer will follow it.
I do have another issue that we have on our 36-inch water line coming from Fresno Ford through those Fresnos at Good World. There's some damage done under the room that's between two resakas. So the county is in charge of it, but we are concerned about it. So there's 3 parties that are involved. District 6, the resakas, they own the resakas there, and the district is concerned on the 36-inch water line. So I'll be bringing up a proposal next meeting for the board's approval. It will be around $13,000 for our part, and it'll be split by 3 parties, which is the district, District 6, Irrigation District number 6, and then the county itself. But I'll bring it next meeting.
Is this one we saw the pictures of previously?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You guys changed your mind that you thought we should be responsible for it in some sort of way?
Some sort of, I'm concerned that if anything happens, it'll probably cost us more to go repair everything that's under there, and then the water line, it'll be off for a few days. I'm just concerned about it.
Great.
If they take care of it now, it'll be better off because we won't be worried about it anymore. And I believe they're gonna work on that road in 2025. They're gonna reconstruct everything, so make it more sturdy and wide and rebuild everything. And the line might go somewhere else, it might not, hopefully it'll stay there. As of right now, it's pretty sturdy and strong.
Look forward to discussing on the agenda when it's there.
Next, well, I have another agenda item that we need to bring out for the board to approve. And it'll be.
Item
number
6?
Number 6, yes, sir.
Sure, great. Any other public comments? Great. Item number 4, consider discuss for possible approval the minutes of the regular meeting from October 26, 2022.
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Starkey, second by Mr. Donahue. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Very good. General Manager's report, item 5.
Okay, Vice Chairman and members of the board, the reservoir levels are at 31.8, a little bit down from last 2 weeks ago, which was 32%. So it's stable in there, like 31% to 32. So it has been raining up there too, so probably gonna have some more rain this weekend. Hopefully it'll stay stable or go higher. On the next one, I provided an unofficial results for the election. And on the next agenda item that I have, it'll be for canvassing. So the canvassing, according to our elections officer at the county, he mentioned that canvassing can be done on the 17th, 18th, or the 21st. So we'll go to the next item so we can discuss it more.
Great. Item number 6, consider discuss for approval of rescheduling the regular meeting of November 23rd to Monday, November 21st for the canvassing of the returns and declaring the results of the Board of Directors general election on November 8th.
And what I was requesting this for is so we can do the canvassing at that time and do away with the meeting on the 23rd, which is Wednesday. So I just need approval.
Sure,
for that.
I'm in favor, you guys, of the 21st. Carlos, do you recall anybody ever getting 3,371 votes before and 100% of the total? I mean, that's to go undefeated in everybody's ballot is anyway. If you guys are in favor, I'm in favor.
Yeah, I'm in.
Great,
Thank you, guys.
good. Item 7, consider and discuss for possible approval board travel to attend the Association of Water Board Directors 2023 Midwinter Conference.
Yes, Chairman, the Vice Chairman, members of the board again. Mr. Scott Friedman had requested this to be put on the agenda because he wants to travel to that.
Hold on, Scott wants to travel to a
No.
meeting?
The Water Board, yes, association meeting.
Are we getting him the helicopter
And
again?
then, if you guys approve it, I want you guys to attend those also. So I'd recommend that everybody attends them. So,
Very good. Is there a motion to approve that?
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Donahue, second by Mr. Starkey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, great. Item number 8,
thank you guys again. Thank you.
Director of Operations report.
Mr. Vice Chairman, members of the board, the operation report for the month of October, I changed this a little bit. The previous reports were comparing the prior month with last year's the same time. What I did, I thought was more relevant was comparing the month of October with September, and that'll give you a better view of what's actually happened throughout the last 2 months. So the month of October compared to September, we had 71 more service calls and call outs. 50 of the increase in October were from customer service. And electrical had 15, construction maintenance had 8. The total for the total difference was 71. As I mentioned, the type of service orders, call-outs, differences were mostly in occupant change. That changed by 10. Turn-on services changed by 23, increased by 23. Informational, there was a difference of 9 that increased. Electrical, 16. Change meters, 16. Check and repair leaks were 9. There were a few that dropped, but that the overall difference was 71. That's on the distribution side. On the collection side, for the month of October, they had a difference of 30 that changed. They went down in September of this year. They had 92 service calls, call-outs, whereas in the month of October there were 62. The big differences were on the electrical, which dropped 21, and maintenance was also a decrease in 6. Those type of service calls, service orders were in sewer backups. Some of those increased by 4, and manholes increased also by 5, but then the electrical dropped by 23. And there were a few on and off differences that changed, minor changes that made the difference overall by 30. Excuse me. The pre-treatment lift station, their work orders were pretty much the same. The difference was about 9 overall. They had 35 in September, where they had 44 in the month of October. And their big differences were like in where they had size of grease and disc trap recommendation, and then in removal of fog and cleaning the lift station, that increased by 4. And basically that covers the operations report. Any questions?
No, sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Item 9, engineers report.
Right, first project updates on the Annie elevated storage tank. Pretty much the work is complete, aside from some safety ladders, overflow flap, obstruction light. I mean, that stuff is scheduled to get finished out this week. But pretty much the tank is already full. I think have they passed? It's already in service. All right, cool. Yeah, so I think it's everything's ending, or it's doing its job, I suppose, and new and improved. So hopefully get us the next 12 years without anything major going on out there. So it completed that rehab. And then the next item was elevated storage tank number 6. As far as the status for the new 600,000 gallon tank, we are at the process, pretty much ready to set the advertising dates. We're looking at advertising the project starting off in mid-December, planning to receive bids January 17th, and then request the consideration and award at the meeting to be held on January 25th. And so the last cost update has been from July 1st, so I still haven't received the just a revised update. So basically, for cost as a whole, I'm planning to present those at probably the December board meeting, just to see how we're sitting on the tax bond as a whole. Between the elevated storage tank, and we know there's been increases on the water plant 1. We're at the 90% design. Basically, they're negotiating the scope with Paul Corporation, and in terms of trying to see what details, what valves, equipment is going to be supplied separately on their Paul Corporation contract and assigned to the contractor, versus the items that are going to be did directly for the contractor. So we're at the point of negotiating that scope and get some better definition which should be ready to present that in December. That's basically where we're at for the water plant in Tank 6. If there's any questions, I'll just jump over to lift stations. I guess the first one is lift station number 13, which is located at the Point subdivision on North Shore. And this was one where it started off with a service call, sewer overflows. Find out that we had services tied to a sewer main that was connected to an abandoned lift station that needed to get restored. So we're in the process of getting that done ourselves. I don't know, you want to give me updates?
Good afternoon, Vice Chairman, members of the board. Francisco Guzman, lift station manager. Lift station 13, we're gonna resuscitate it, bring it back to life. Bulk of the work, like 95% of the work is gonna be done in-house to hopefully save on cost. So we appreciate the setting aside of the funds for it. We're gonna try to make best use of. And hopefully get these customers back on sewer service and get their sewer flowing in the proper fashion and in compliance with TCP. But the bulk of it's going to be done in-house, except for the boring. The boring, unfortunately, we had to outsource, which at the end of the day didn't cost us very much.
And it already got done, right? Yeah, I don't
Yes,
have a cost
it's
for it.
done. It's done. It was under 3,000 maybe? Yeah,
Yeah.
way under 3,000.
Yes, I guess that's one of those examples to where we're starting to take on some of these sites in-house. Like the next one on our to-do list was lift station 23 at Texas Pack, which was one of the spots where we've had to cut it out of the budget from our 2019 revenue notes. But, already observing those construction contracts like lift station 2, seeing how they did it, I mean, we pretty much have gained those skills.
We've been like leeches on these contractors, for lack of a better word, just absorbing all their method of operation, what they're doing, how they're ordering parts. So we're kind of learning, shadowing them, learning what we can do, what we're capable of doing in-house as opposed to outsourcing. So lift station 23 at Texas Pack is in dire need of help. So we'll be tackling that one as well after we get done with lift station 13. We'll be hopefully doing more than 95% of that work in-house.
It's awesome.
Where's
Question.
all it going right now? The sewer, the point.
For the point, well, it's just I guess at this point it's a vac truck that's draining it periodically.
Every Friday, I believe our collections department take the vector out there once a week and empty out that manhole. And that's
Right.
And the vac truck's pretty expensive to operate, so we're trying to get rid of that. The bulk of the items are already ordered for lift station 13. And it's a collaborative effort. It's construction maintenance, collections department, lift station department, and everybody working together collectively. So great. We're gonna get it done. Hopefully next time I come in front of you guys, hopefully say
That was going to be my question. Lead time on this, you anticipate?
we've got
weeks.
everything ordered. I believe we're waiting for some electrical components because our electricians are gonna build the panel themselves.
Outsourcing the boring, is that
The
scheduled already?
boring
Or has it already
done.
occurred?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. That's
So everything
already
else
done.
is
It's been
in-house?
Paid for and everything. Yes, sir. Everything else is on us. And of course, we're in constant contact with the owner there. I don't know what we call him.
Yeah, there's more one key person involved with the whole association to keep everybody informed.
Staying on topic of lift stations, lift station 37 on Ocelot Trail, is there any issues with that one, or is there a bit? That's the one out there on hole number 1, correct?
Mhm.
Has anything happened recently? Because I had a conversation this morning with the resident, and I can't remember the nature of it. I was
The-
texting him right now, but
the-
bring me up to speed on what's
We
going on
haven't
there.
had any dilemmas with it. I know our guys have been testing the high-level alarms, manually testing them, make sure our light beacon is on and our audio alarm is on. However, the only dilemma we had was that supposedly the lift station was leaking.
That's what it was. That's
But
what
it
I'm.
actually wasn't.
Okay.
Our water distribution department actually has a leak. Is that correct, no?
Is there water utility to go there? And we actually already received the estimates and we did another estimate. We're waiting on a third and fourth estimate. But it said we may have to move forward with it and go ahead with the work. It was more expensive to cut it open and excavate and.
Stop traffic.
So we're going with the boring route, which will allow the traffic to flow, and it sounds like it's under $1,500 anyway.
Yep.
Plus or minus. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything we
Also-
can do to make it more exciting though, so it's not like so boring?
What's that, sir?
You're in a mood
guys.
tonight. Just
Hey,
ignore
this is-
them.
You guys, that was good, huh?
It's always
I've been waiting the whole time to make that joke.
Well, we can have
Okay,
our weekly post as the sewer closes, so.
Dad jokes.
all right, yeah, dad jokes from the podium. All right,
Yeah, I think that, yeah, and then just the construction contract,
Oh,
lift
yeah.
station 4 in Laguna Heights.
Lift station 4 in Laguna Heights, Washington Street, that's, lift station 4. Was it complete rehab, right?
Yeah, we're doing a new wet well in the back half of the lot, and
Yeah.
we're gonna decommission the old wet well just because of the new subdivisions. There's potential, we're thinking, sort of our plan, probably the first plant where we're gonna have a capacity issue is Laguna Vista with all the growth coming out. And so that's kind of when it reaches a 90% capacity, we need to look at an expansion. But I think our plan to address that is the lift station 2, the service area there by the water tower.
Mhm.
We're kind of set up to be able to route that back to Laguna Heights, and that'll allow us to just keep that plan to add its existing capacity. So, getting this major upgrade at lift station 4 will help facilitate that.
Lift station 4 is tied into, if you guys recall, if you gentlemen recall, lift station 10, which we did in-house. We ran that force main all the way to Michigan Street. The reason we had to do that was because they share a force main. And lift station 10's pumps are like micro machines, and lift station 4's new pumps are gonna be like a grave digger. Huge, huge. Hey, you want to entertain me?
Yeah, we're
man.
building.
there you go, that's
There you
right.
go.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we're building
So-
for year 2040,
Yeah.
and we're gonna control it with VFDs, just so we don't overwhelm our master lift station here at lift station.
That's to accommodate, or not accommodate, but be able to allow for growth like Bahia Point and all that.
Good.
So
Great.
this lift station is gonna be very massive. So we're keeping a close eye on everything because we do have, 360 degrees around the lift station. We do have neighbors, so we're there every day. And then we have 35, lift station 35 right here on Port Road. You look over that way on Port Road, you'll see construction, that's lift station 35, it's a small lift station. We're also gonna drop in a new wet well to receive any future flows or anything like that. But it's gonna be new pumps, new wet well, new receiving manhole, new everything.
Yeah, and we've done some good field adjustments just to make it work. The original site had it in front of where Zimco Marine's moving their store. And so luckily with it being a year behind schedule, when the owners there at Zimco saw that power pole getting installed right in front of their business, we were able to make adjustments and keep that out of the way for them.
Good.
It's one of those things that's worked out in the end.
So we are making progress with these lift stations and new sites. So we'll report back with further detail. I know you guys were provided with pictures.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that concludes the engineer's report.
Thank you, sir. Consider and discuss for possible approval of the agreement for professional services with SWG Engineering for engineering design of Long Island Village water and wastewater construction improvements.
All right, yeah, and that's with, we already did the award, the contract has been presented. Pretty much, it's a standard EJCDC document, Engineers Joint Council, national standard. And so basically, what they're doing is on their assessments, they've already given us credits for what Long Island Village has paid for preliminary, basic engineering services, preliminary engineering. And looks like some surveying has already been done and paid by Long Island Village. And then with both projects being concurrent, we're able to cut down on some of the construction inspection time. So pretty much at this stage, I mean, we're recommending approval for the contract amount, for total amount of, let's see, the $2,749,740.85. And that'll get us through construction inspection, and which is how we met with NADBank on Friday. So that construction inspection is going to be one of the conditions of our funding agency.
What's our timeline on them being online?
That's, I don't know, Randy, if you want to answer, contribute on that.
Those are some great questions. Those are some of those issues we've been looking at, and even the timing, right now we got all the winter Texas coming back in, and when and how to even phase it. But one thing we were looking at is would love to be able to get plans 8 to 10 months here and finish it. One thing Charles and I have been talking about since, for a little while is we've got 4 lift stations, and then even how to try to get rid of some of those and maybe consolidate 3 into 1 lift station. So that's going to kind of set some of that, but we'd like to, like I said, 8 to 10 months, we'd like to have the plans to the point of being able to say they're final, let's go out for bids and let's get going. But it's definitely going to be a hard job being out there and trying to phase it in winter Texans, normal summer traffic and such like that too. So it's, but my intent would be, hey, let's finish 8 months, 10 months, let's get ready to go out for bids, and then construction of it, it's probably going to be 12 to 18 months, depending on how the staging of that works within there too.
So looking to start actual construction around the beginning of 2024, hopefully being done sometime by the end of 25.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, staging of is something that we're really going to need to sit down and talk about. The lift station, and just like y'all are talking about, y'all's lift station, they're in massive need of lift station rehabs out there. And some of that's been held off now in anticipation of all this too. So staging of that, staging of the witch line work, and one of the things that scares me a little bit is every time I go out there, there's another trailer that's getting pulled off and another $300,000 stick bill is being put on top of the existing water and sewer out there that need to be put in the street. So time is of essence for sure.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, need a motion.
Where's the
to-
money coming from again? Remind me, the 2 million and whatever you just rattled off?
Yeah,
Is
it's,
that budgeted for, or?
well, it's the property tax. So at this stage, essentially, we'd be tracking it on a reimbursable basis. So
Okay.
when we have closing more or less in June, with Ant Bank, we'd reimburse our general fund.
Reimburse,
in the
okay,
interim.
great.
So that would be the.
Motion approved.
That's forward.
Motion made by Mr. Starkey, second by Mr. Donahue. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item 11, consider discuss possible approval for purchasing vehicles for the department's lift stations, lab, and administration.
Board of Directors, the purchase of 2 vehicles was approved in the budget for this new fiscal year. So we are recommending board approval and award the contract to Caldwell Country Chevrolet for the purchase of 2 vehicles for $124,295. We're using Bible for this purchase.
And that's
Yes.
3 vehicles?
How many vehicles we getting rid of this year?
Nothing is additional to the fleet that we have.
Do we have a retirement schedule
Yes.
of trucks? Yeah. Like, when was the last time we got rid of one?
Well, Bart is not here, but every year on the budget meeting, the maintenance department submit a list of the vehicles that need to be replaced,
Yeah.
but not this year.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Donahue, second by Mr. Starkey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Sorry, Eddie. No Chevy. It's all right,
Traverse, no?
next year. Item 12, consider and discuss possible approval for ratification of payment for emergency repair of Laguna Vista STP blower.
Yes, it was blower repair for the Port Isabel sewer treatment plant, and it was blower alignment for Laguna Vista sewer treatment. So we are asking the board to ratify the payment for these 2 repairs that we did for the blowers to for $10,760 to turn around machine shop.
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Starkey, second by
Thank
Mr.
you.
Donahue. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And item 13, consider and review expenditures from October 16th. Acknowledged by Mr. Donahue.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged by Mr. Starkey, acknowledged by myself. That leaves us with item 14, adjournment.